Thanks for coming, everyone. We've called this meeting because we've been given literally infinite power by the president to address and fix the current issues facing the U.S. In order to not make this a political mess, we are not going to be addressing some of the more minor problems such as global warming, poverty, institutionalized racism, and human rights violations, just to name a few. Instead, let's focus on the geography. If you'll direct your attention to my associate, Banana, he would like to—
Yeah, excuse me, I'm your fucking boss. I can fire you if I want to, asshole. But my second in command, Bread, is correct. Let's go bullet point by bullet point. The first issue we'd like to address is the border crisis. We have been dealing with this problem for years. It's caused irreparable tension between the nations and is a serious diplomatic controversy. The Canadian border is so fucking messy.
Exactly. Let's take a closer look at it. Did you know that the Canadian-American border has its origins in someone literally drawing a fucking line on a map and telling a group of people to go out and mark down the border with posts? This is a fundamental issue that has lasting repercussions which continue to this day.
Yeah, hey, Brett, I gotta be honest, I don't give a shit about any of that. So we're gonna remove Maine. As you can see by the cut, we're already losing about 80% of the state. Why not just go all the way? While we're at it, we might as well sell Alaska to Canada. I mean, do you really think anyone cares? Like, 11 people actually live there. Not to mention, by consolidating the USA, we become more united.
Hey, Banana, I got a softball question for you. What's the smallest state in America?
London?
What? No, that's not even— okay, let me phrase this a different way. Which state would be easiest to conquer?
Oh, Rhode Island.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They have no major allies, which is why we're combining it with Connecticut. Who's gonna stop us?
You know what else needs fixing that area? Is Long Island. Why does New York get a cut between Connecticut and New Jersey? Let's just have them fight over it. Hey Susan, can we get the tri-state area on the line and settle this?
Well, in the meantime—
I've just received intel that New Jersey has already won.
Oh, well, with that out of the way, let's move on to something more important. It's time to fill in the Grand Canyon. That shit has been burning a hole in our country for far too long.
What? Where are we gonna get all the material from?
I don't give a fuck. Carve a hole out of the Rocky Mountains if we have to.
Hey, we've been losing a couple states. We're down to like 47 now. How are you gonna be the 50 nifty United States?
Oh god, you're right. That song was the single most important part of the American education system. We can't lose that. Let's just like turn a few of our little island territories into official states.
Like, which ones are you thinking of?
Let's do like Puerto Rico, Guam, and I don't know, Spain. That'll be good. Back to 50.
What about Venezuela?
No, we've ragged on them enough already. Let's give them a break.
Okay, let's look at the East Coast.
That's the West Coast, dumbass. This is why I'm your boss, you useless piece of shit.
You know what? Fuck you. Directions are hard. I hereby deem North and South Carolina as up and down Carolina. West Virginia is now left Virginia, and Virginia is now called Thrumbo. Finally, North and South Dakota have merged into Mega Dakota.
Fine, if we're gonna have a power trip over state names, I got a few things to say. New York, New Mexico, New Hampshire, New Jersey. The US is almost 250 years old. This shit ain't new anymore. New York is now current York, New Hampshire is now present Hampshire, New Jersey is now Jersey Mike's, and New Mexico is now just Mexico.
Also, while we're on the topic of names, I think we should just call Illinois.
Sir, it's actually pronounced Illinois.
Yeah, okay, whatever. We call it Chicago, because more people know about Chicago than the actual state.
You know what? That's a good point. But we should focus back in on the geography. I think we need to do a better job with some of the state boundaries. Some of these just look so fucking weird. I mean, what the fuck is this? Why does Michigan get 2 sections?
Dude, I totally hear you. What we're gonna do is resolve Wisconsin and let Michigan have it.
But there's still 2 halves of Michigan then.
Alright, there we go. 1 state now. Something that I hate about the left coast is that the states look nothing like the ones on the right. They're so much larger and more blocky, and I, for one, love it. We're gonna make sharper edges and more geometric shapes. More states should be razor blade shaped, like Nevada. We love you, Nevada.
Yes, I love it. Squish Colorado in more, move Wyoming up more.
Yeah, and then make Nevada and California straight at the end and give the bottom Mexico the leftovers.
Okay, you good? Is that it?
Yeah, no, that should be good. And then we combine these states and make one giant state called the Cube.
But the Four Corners Monument!
It had its time. Cube state, Cube state, Cube state!
Given that Leonard Skinner wrote the only good country song, we are giving them sole proprietorship over Alabama. For the same reason John Denver can have left Virginia. Also, I think it's fundamentally
Texas is long now!
But what about Oklahoma's funny little hat?
Okay, fine. It can have a little hat as a treat.
Hey, Banana, would you mind if we rotated Louisiana? I think it would just look better like this.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, I swapped and inverted Vermont and present Hampshire like 2 minutes ago.
That's funny. I just flooded Florida.
Yeah, no, that's cool. My wife left me.
Missouri has been renamed New Utah.
That might cause some conflict with Oregon, so we should fortify it with some walls.
You know, one of the most common misunderstandings about American geography has to do with the confusion between Washington, D.C. and Washington State.
What do you mean? There's two of them. Pretty straightforward.
See? Confusion. We need to do something about this.
Let's just move Washington, D.C. into Washington.
Wait, that's actually genius.
And then we rename the state to Nixon.
Yeah, what? Why do you always have to take it one step too far?
Says the one who filled in the fucking Grand Canyon.
It had it coming!
No, it didn't! This is why the president put me in charge!
Oh yeah? If you were in charge, could you do this? I'm sending troops to invade Antarctica right fucking now!
Oh yeah? Well, I'm sending all the troops in the state of Georgia to invade the country of Georgia.
I'm pulling the troops out of your stupid Georgia mission and sending them to Alaska so they can slowly start moving into Russia. Inch by inch, year by year, we will sneak up on those commie
We don't
bastards.
even own Alaska anymore, you stupid bitch! We sold it! We should be going after countries across the sea like Paris or Spain.
We already own Spain!
Fine, fuck you! I'm renaming Idaho to Nevada-Dos.
I'm turning Nebraska and Kansas into South Mega Dakota!
Then I'm selling Louisiana back to the French.
Well, I'm nuking the divergent plate boundaries near Hawaii to push it further away from your bullshit! Susan, you got that?
Already nuking, sir.
Then I'm renaming Saskatchewan to Worcestershire.
I'm renaming Greenland and Iceland to actually have logical names. They are now Green Ice and Landland.
That is so dumb.
How about we finally agree that Arkansas should be pronounced Arkansas? Wow, I never knew we agreed on such important issues.
Me neither. Maybe we should get out of here.
Absolutely. But maybe let's take one last look at our creation.
Damn,
it kind of looks like
beautiful.
ass. What? Oh, god damn it. Susan, I want you to nuke the fucking sun!